This is one that was unexpected, Dave. Did you expect when I proposed this as a topic for the podcast that a sci-fi comedy that was nominally time travel with its Groundhog Day formula was going to be so epic and amazing?
No, not at all. And look, I love Amy Poehler and I love Parks and Rec, but when you attach the word comedy to science fiction, you've got to really win me over. And they clearly did here.
This one is a different kind of comedy because it's kind of a dark comedy, Russian Doll. But like Dave said, it does come from the mind of Amy Poehler, in addition to its star, Natasha Lyonne, who also executive produces. They've been developing this for many years, and Amy Poehler has that very distinct, more mainstream comedy style. Natasha Lyonne, I always remember her from American Pie, but she's always been a very irreverent comedian of sorts. So this kind of marries the two together in a metaphysical mishmash, not unlike The Good Place in its way, where you're talking about moral philosophy, you're talking about the nature of existence, which you would think wouldn't lend itself well to a comedy, but it does.
Well, yeah, and I'm glad you brought up The Good Place because that's a perfect match. And as you said, who would have thought that you could combine existentialism with metaphysical and comedy, and yet it's dark as well. And, these days dark seems to be good,
Right. And it's almost literary in a sense, too. There's a lot of symbolism, a lot of characters that you're wondering why are they there, and then they turn out to be sort of a representation of an idea or a concept. But the Russian Doll title is even a concept of sorts because, of course, it does refer to the Russian nesting dolls called matryoshka that have one woman within another woman within another woman. And that's kind of what's going on here with the repeating timelines of this Groundhog Day loop. To hear more of this or any other Den of Geek podcast, visit podcasts.denofgeek.com.